Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Eric with SweetSpotDFS, and these are my PrizePicks PGA plays for the 2022 Zurich Classic. Now, if you haven't signed up for PrizePicks yet, there's a link in the description below that'll get you straight to the sign up page utilizing the promo code SweetSpot. And if you sign up using that promo code and put at least $20 in your account, I'm going to give you $20 back. Plus, PrizePicks is going to match your deposit up to $100. So that $20 turns into $40, and it's going to cost you nothing but sign up information. But of course, you can deposit as much as you'd like. Again, that deposit matches up to $100. So if you put $100 in, PrizePicks gives you another $100, get $200 in your account, and it'll only cost you $80 because I'm going to give you that $20 back. So highly encourage you guys, use that link in the description below, or go to prizepicks.com, sign up using the promo code SweetSpot, and I'll give you $20 that way. Well, I should say, once you put a deposit of $20 in. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into these picks. Now, I usually like to start these videos off by going to winfinder.com to give you kind of a weather edge on the rest of the week. However, I want to talk more about the team format this week. If you weren't aware, this is a team event. You've got 80 teams of 2 in the field, and there are formats different every other day. So Thursday and Saturday, you're going to have best ball, or 4 ball, as I think the PGA Tour calls it. And then Friday and Sunday, you're going to have alternate shot, which the PGA Tour calls 2 ball. What does that mean? Thursday and Friday, or Thursday and Saturday, both golfers are going to be playing their golf ball all the way through the hole, on every single hole. Whoever scores the lowest is what that team score is. So if we use this first duo of Cam Smith and Mark Leishman, if Cam Smith scores a 4 on hole 1 and Mark Leishman scores a 5, they're going to take 4 for their score. And they're going to do that for all 18 holes. Now, Friday and Sunday are going to be a little bit different. That alternate shot will start with one of these guys teeing off on the first hole. So let's say Cam Smith tees off on 1. Wherever he hits the golf ball, Mark Leishman will have to play from that spot. And they'll do that all the way through the hole. But it doesn't end there. It's a little bit trickier. Because Cam Smith teed off on 1, that means he gets all of the odd number holes to tee off on. Mark Leishman will get all the even number holes. What does this mean with PrizePicks? Well, first of all, Thursday and Saturday scoring is going to be so much easier than Friday and Sunday. And when I looked at last year's results, round by round, you basically had an average score of 65 to 66, somewhere in there, for Thursday and Saturday rounds of play. On Friday and Sunday, your average round score was like 71, 72. At least the lowest round that I saw was about a 70. Could have been a little bit lower, but your winners, they shot 70s on both Friday and Sunday. So with that being said, when you're making your selections, keep that in mind. We want to keep 65 in the back of our head when we're making our projections for Thursday and Saturday, and we want to keep 71 in our head for Friday and Sunday. Now, how this is going to go is your own convictions, whatever you feel. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's going to be good enough stats on any of the websites out there to provide you the best projections or a good feel of who's going to beat their projections or who's going to do worse than their projections. So this is an ultimate feel test for you guys. Go with your own convictions. I will show you my one entry that I made for Thursday's round. Feel free to copy it or feel free to follow the same logic that I'm going to provide you guys when it comes to that. But honestly, the best way we're going to do this is take advantage of some of these projections. And I mean, I don't really see any like weird ones for Thursday. So I don't think there's much of an edge. Like Will Zalatoris 65.5, I think you just hammer that under because it's going to be, that's a pretty bad projection in my opinion. This golf course is pretty easy, so scoring should be easy for these guys. I guess I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and check out my entries. So I only made 1. Last week wasn't the greatest week for me, so I'm a little low on the funds, but I can replenish those easy. I went with the following picks. Colin Morikawa under 64.5. Now he's paired with Victor Hovland, arguably the best group in the field. Hey, 64, I mean, I think Victor Hovland and Christopher Ventura last year shot 62, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been 63, but they went pretty low. And that was basically Victor by himself. It could have been 64, now that I think of it. Either way, he's paired with Colin Morikawa. I'm sure you really haven't heard of Christopher Ventura before. He's a fellow Norwegian to go with Hovland, but paired up with Colin Morikawa. Now, I understand, you know, putting is going to be a huge deal with Colin Morikawa, but seriously, this team, I think, lights that 64.5 on fire. Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman. 64 is obviously your lowest projection on the board right now. I'm just going to hit the over. They're a good duo. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not projecting them to basically follow along with what they did last year. So I'm going to go with 64. Just that's my own conviction. Joaquin Niemann, he's paired up with Mito Pereira. I think that team can go really low. So 65, I think is a bit too high. Will Zalatoris, like I said, you just hammer that under. 65.5, I don't think is good enough. And he's paired with Davis Riley, which maybe you guys don't know who he is, but he's another solid golfer. So I like the under here. And then Justin Rose and Henrik Stenson. Now, I'm kind of picking on these old timers. My conviction isn't totally set, but you all know me. If you're watching these picks, I like to get that 12.5 times multiplier, and you got to pick an over. So I don't mind doing this over. But if we went back to the board to check out some of these other ones, I don't mind hitting overs with like Hoffman and Nick Watney. I think that's a decent one to do an over with. And then I don't know. I would probably have to pick on somebody with a very low projection. But anyone with like 64.5, like Burns and Horschel, yeah, I think they can beat that pretty easy. Xander, maybe this is the one you do. Because when they were paired up last year, they didn't score very well on their best ball. So maybe you go with this one. But I think the rest of them, maybe Kisner and Scott Brown, that might be one of those that they could get it might be a little difficult for them to score. But I'm not really finding an edge within these other projections. So with that being said, that's all that I have for you with picks. The strategy, like I said, Friday and Sunday, those are alternate shot. Look for projections around 71. If anything, like if the projections for most of those golfers are lower than 71, hammer the overs. And if they're above like 72, 73, you still got to think about it, but I think you can be comfortable hitting the unders with those. And obviously there's a cut after Friday, so your best teams are going to be remaining. Use your judgment with the rest of those picks. I will not be creating any weekend videos for prize picks. This is the only one. Just to give you kind of an idea of what to look for going forward. So that being said, that's all I have for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.